I'm Andrew Gallimore, and 20 years ago something happened to me that has shaped my life ever since. I smoked DMT for the first time. In those first moments as the molecule seized control of me, it became undeniably apparent to me that I had somehow found myself in a world constructed by the hand of an immense and timeless alien intelligence. Of course, when I turned to the scientific literature, I was told that these were mere hallucinations, exotic dream imagery, that my brain was simply making it up. But this made no sense to me. I was determined to get to the bottom of it. And now, as a chemical pharmacologist and neuroscientist, having spent the last 2 decades trying to understand how and why my experience and that of so many others were possible, I have concluded that the effects of DMT can only be explained if it somehow gains access to some kind of advanced, non-human, intelligent agent. In my new book, Death by Astonishment, I explain how I came to that conclusion. From the moment you emerged from the womb, your brain began learning to construct a stable yet dynamic model of the environment. This is your subjective world, the world within which you live out your entire conscious life. It is your waking world, it is used in the construction of your dream world, and it's even used to inform the visual hallucinations of people with schizophrenia. It is the only world your brain knows how to build. Or should I say, it is the only world your brain ought to know how to build. But when DMT enters the brain, it begins constructing hyper-technological alien cityscapes, crawling with super-advanced and radiant machinic intelligences, wildly dynamic, staggeringly complex, and yet perfectly finessed narratives that the brain should not know how to build, as if speaking a language it never learned to speak, and doing so flawlessly. Worlds teeming with non-human, intelligent beings that effortlessly and repeatedly perform in less than a second mathematical operations that would take even the most gifted of humans hours. Beings that fabricate, assemble, disassemble and manipulate mind-blowingly complex, higher dimensional objects at lightning speed that not only don't exist, but could not exist. Beings that even have the ability to control access to the DMT space itself. These are not dreams or repressed memories or archetypal symbols or even hallucinations. This is not the brain making it up. This is an intelligent agent seizing control of the brain's world-building machinery and building its world according to its whim and agenda. You don't break through into the DMT world. The DMT world breaks through into you. Of course, this is likely to sound far out, even crazy, but none of what I'm saying is irrational or even strays that far from modern scientific discussion. Estimates for the maximum age of extraterrestrial intelligence range from 2 to 8 billion years, meaning the vast majority of intelligent life in the universe is likely to be much older than us. We have no reason to believe that intelligences far older than us would occupy any kind of recognizable biological or even physical form, many being, in the words of Oxford philosopher Nick Bostrom, extremely alien. Many scientists are already speculating that incalculable numbers of these civilizations would have shifted their paradigm from biology to some kind of post-biological, discarnate form, perhaps vanishing into the fabric of space-time itself, long before we arrived on the scene. Indistinguishable from deities, such beings have likely existed, in human terms at least, forever. Once we accept this possibility, DMT reveals itself as not just another psychedelic drug, but as a technology to access these intelligences that we are now charged with carrying from its forest roots into a future that likely lay beyond our imagination. Indeed, the discovery that we can access supremely advanced, non-human intelligences by inhaling a couple of lungfuls of one of the simplest and most common molecules on the planet, would be the most shattering and transcendentally transformative discovery in the history of our species. I believe we have made that discovery.